first stole into this
Alright.
I did not
So,
believe
first thing I
you
do
could
every week,
achieve what you
corrupt to
have.
expunge.
Invading a
On
domain of
Hunter, you're
Vex
gonna need
consciousness like
stompies
this.
to do a skip,
Yet, here you
preferably
are.
on stasis, so you can do shatter
Embodiment of
dive
the
and make this a little
impossible.
quicker.
Somehow, in spite of everything you've accomplished, I
Hunter
managed to
Ghost, you want to have the stat
underestimate you.
that
I
you
won't make
think is the
that
most
mistake
important.
again.
I think recovery is the most important across all classes, so I have recovery armor on. You get to do this 3 times a week per character, not account wide. Good 3 to 4 minute runs. By no means am I is gonna slam on me, isn't it?
This is a Vex disintegration domain. Eradicating unneeded simulation data and abandoned terraforming projects.
Could use plenty of things, mainly using Lament, but it being seasoned to boot, just use any kind of fusion rifle will do. Only thing you need to kill is the boss. So right here, you don't hack anything. Jump on top of this pillar. Everyone probably knows about this by now. If you don't, here you go. Jump top this block, and there's a little opening in the wall. Don't need to shoot anything. You're just running on through to the boss.
Once more, the Vex fall into our snare. The domain's master is yours. Destroy it.
The Met has him right on the brink of going away. Get the right block from here. Left one, go back in. Use these guys, get my security up to 30, run, don't get hit by the wall. Other side, go in, don't have to jump across. And done. Do this 2 more times. You can get weapons, hopefully not, but there are some good rolls on the weapons. Tunnel vision, opening shot, that's actually not bad. But the barrel wasn't, Tunnel vision is actually pretty good on these because you reload 1 slug at a time. Oh, that's actually a really solid roll, but Masterwork kills it for me, so goodbye. So since I didn't get a double tree on the weapon, that helmet that got us the high stat roll. We'll look at that after this run.
Could achieve what you have. Invading a domain of Vex consciousness like this. Yet, here you are. Embodiment of the impossible. Somehow, in spite of everything you've accomplished, I managed to underestimate you. I won't make that mistake again.
If you like making builds, trying to get high stat roll armor, I think if you don't have Seasoned Splicer, this alone is worth it. Going through story, getting your upgrades, and getting the Splicer focusing, and doing this every week. Just worth of what, $10? Majority of my vault is armor at this point.
Vex disintegration domain. Eradicating
Now what I
unneeded
also do
simulation
after I'm
data
done with my
and
3 runs
abandoned terraforming
is I'll go
projects.
into
Beware
overrides.
those barriers.
First you
They will
run to
destroy
that,
all
you're
matter they
guaranteed a
touch.
focus engram. Now most of the time it's going to be a weapon focused engram, but you do have the chance of getting like recovery focusing, mobility focusing, intellect focusing, which is just the same as focusing your tier 3 umbrals, which are really good. Some weeks you get one, some weeks you don't, but I will definitely run them every week and take that chance. If you're trying to get your seasonal artifact power level up, there's also a bunch of bounties you can do every Tuesday. Every Monday before I go to bed, I pick up the bounties for override, gunsmith and all that, and I end up doing them while I'm doing this.
Once more the Vex fall into our snare. The domain's master is yours. Destroy it.
Now if you had Lucent Blade on or some crap like that, you would definitely get him out here. No problem. Let's stay here. One time. On Titan, you're gonna need line rampants due to skip. On Warlock, you don't need anything. You can make that jump across. No problem. So we have a double trait here. And I don't like full auto. I know it's a requirement for some people. I hate full auto. I think it's a waste. So we got a helmet last time, 65. Recovery, intellect, and resilience. So you could possibly use this for PvP. But I'm gonna use it for PvP. I gotta have some mobility. So that's a nope.
When you first stole into this realm, I did not believe you could achieve what you have. Invading a domain of Vex consciousness like this. Yet, here you are. Embodiment of the impossible. Somehow, in spite of everything you've accomplished, I managed to underestimate
I could have kept that
you.
piece,
I won't
even though I
make
didn't
that
have any
mistake
mobility,
again.
if I use something like Frosty's in PvP, or Dragon Shadow in PvP, because while you're running with
Seems the
Frosty's,
Vex
you
are
get plus
content to keep
50
throwing the same
mobility.
defenses at you. Get into the domain, Guardian.
Dragon Shadow, you dodge, you get plus 50 mobility. Also use stuff like a lightweight weapon like I'm doing right now. It gives you plus 20.
This is a Vex disintegration domain. Eradicating unneeded simulation data and abandoned terraforming projects. Beware those barriers. They will destroy all matter they touch.
So while I'm doing this in the overruns afterwards, I always get enough keys to just switch to my next character. Don't have to farm keys or anything, I just go in and out with one character to the next. Now if you're just doing Corrupted Expunge, you might have to wait until you get keys. If you're doing on multiple characters, but if you're doing just one character, you're gonna have 5 the max. Never reset. If you need the upgrades, you can farm this for the currency for the upgrades. I think this is 100% worth doing every week.
Once more, the Vex fall into our snare. The domain's master is yours. Destroy it.
So I'm going to be trapped in here, or not. This may not just come. Stay in there as he's going away. We'll be trapped in the little barrier zone right now. Okay, how many? Okay, so I got enough umbrals to do my focusing. Talk a little bit about that, because there's some important things about that too. Unfortunately, this is a double trade perk, so I only got one piece of armor. I'm a hunter this week. For Nation Code, if it doesn't have slide shot, in my opinion, it's a dismantle. That's what makes it unique and broken. Definitely broken. I can take that crap off, put my regular build on. So, I have 3 umbrals. You get 3 splicer focusing every week, and that is account-wide. So you get a splicer, and like I said, I value recovery on all classes. So on my ghost, instead of picking recovery, I'm going to pick discipline. Because how this game works, there's 2 categories. Mobility, resilience, and recovery is one category, and the second category is discipline, intellect, and strength. This does not work with focusing if you do in the same category. So if I did mobility and then focused for recovery, the ghost mod, it's not going to work. It's not going to give me that guaranteed, what is it, plus 15? 10. I'm not guaranteed at least 10 mobility. So I'm going to focus for recovery and put discipline on my ghost. So I know I'm going to get at least plus 20 on the recovery, because that's what tier 3 focusing does on Splicer. So I'm going to get a guaranteed plus 20 in recovery and a guaranteed plus 10 in discipline. That's not good, but as you can see, I got the guaranteed 20 and 10. 20 and 20. Now I have a stat floor. If I don't get 64 or more, it's gone. So this piece, I'll keep this piece. Because everything you want as a hunter. Recovery, discipline, and a little bit of mobility. So I will keep that. That's my bare minimum, 64. So go in my vault, put that in there, and wow, would you look at that? 500 and 500. So let's go ahead and delete I'm never going to use you. Just so I can at least transfer stuff. So yeah, my vault is mainly armor. Because I make builds all the time. So, when you're done with your 3 corrupted expunge, you can do what I do and go into override and do your 3 runs of that. And take a chance of getting a tier 3 focused armor piece from here as well. Or you could, just screw off and do whatever the hell you want. Change your character, do your 3 corrupted sponge on them. But that's basically it. Definitely think it's worth doing every week. Armor is good.